Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So how are you all? कैसे हो सभी? So first of all, let me know if is there anyone who is not comfortable with Hindi? Is there anyone who is not able to understand Hindi? Okay. Okay. Shiv Kumar. Okay. Mostly our session will be in English only. Okay. So basically, we are going to discuss about AFCAT and CDS, and mostly about mathematics only. Okay. Is that clear to everyone? So first of all, let me know how many of you are appearing for both AFCAT and CDS. You can raise your hand or else you can message here also. Okay, I think most of you are appearing for both exams. Okay, and you should appear for both exams because if you are eligible for FCAT also, you should appear for FCAT because there is no any big difference in syllabus. Okay, so let me welcome you all to Lakshyaveer Defense Preparatory Academy once again in this sixth session of boot camp. Okay, so first of all, let me introduce myself. So myself, Divyanshu Garg, I am pursuing MSc Mathematics. I have 4 years, more than 4 years of teaching experience. I have cleared multiple examinations, including JEE Mains and Advanced, NDA. Okay, I was selected to Air Force XY also, FCAT all 5 times, CDS all 5 times, CGCAT 3 times, SSC, CGL, and CPU also. Okay, so I think I have made you convinced that I am the right person to guide you all. Okay, so I will be guiding you all based on my teaching experience as well as my experience of appearing in these examinations. Okay, so till now everything is clear to everyone? Yes or no? All are
Yes,
ready?
sir.
Okay, so let us begin with the session. First of all, this is your day 6. Okay, we will be discussing both about CDS and FCAT mathematics, its syllabus, strategy, and then we will be having doubt sessions also. Okay, you can ask your doubt. Okay, whatever you want to ask regarding these examinations, but try to make yourself confined to this particular subject, that is mathematics only. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, let us know about this exam. Okay. Let us know about FCAT and CDS examination. And mostly I will be discussing about mathematics part of these two examinations. And so first of all, let me know how many of you are aware about CDS and FCAT examination previously. How many of you know about this examination? Like 10-20%. Okay, so you must be aware that CDS is for all three forces and FCAT is for Air Force only. Yes or no? But mathematics is not the part of CDS examination if you are appearing for OTA or you are a girl candidate. Okay, because girls are only eligible for OTA through this examination. Right? So let us talk about CDS examination first. Okay, in CDS examination, you are having 3 subjects. First one is your English, then you have your GS, then you have your mathematics. In English, you have 120 questions of 100 marks. GS also 120 questions of 100 marks. But in mathematics, you have 100 questions only of 100 marks. For English and GS, you are having 5 upon 6 marks for one question. If you make it correct, if you make it wrong, then -1/3 of this marks. Otherwise, 0. Okay, but for mathematics, +1 for correct mark, like if you correct the question, and minus 3.33 if you incorrectly attempt the question, and 0 marks if you don't attempt the question. Is that clear to everyone? So this is like roughly about this particular examination. Now let me tell you first of all the academies, or what is the process after you clear this examination. Okay, then we will discuss about the process of this examination. Is that clear, everyone? Okay. So first of all, let us talk about CDS examination. If you clear CDS, so first of all, during your like when you fill your application form, then you have to fill your preference also. If you are from engineering background, then only you can apply for INA, that is for Navy. Otherwise, you can only apply, if you are a graduate, you can only apply for IMA, OTA, okay, and Air Force Academy. And for AFA, the eligibility criteria is same as AFCAT. Okay. Now, for OTA, there is no requirement for mathematics. You will be having only English and GS. And for INA, IMA, and AFA, you have to appear for mathematics also. Now, individual cutoff for all these examinations or all these subjects are 20%. That means 20% individually you have to at least score in these 3 subjects. Okay. But sometimes in GS, like recently it happened in, I think last last CDS examination, they reduced the 20% criteria to 18% or something, because the examination was little difficult. So that is situational, but you have to at least be ready for 20% marks each subject. Is that clear? Now, if you clear CDS examination, let's say you have like your first preference is, let's say, Air Force Academy, and your second preference is IMA, and your third preference is OTA. Let's say you are not eligible for INA, you are not engineering background person. Okay. So if you clear cutoff for AFA, then you will go for AFSB. There are 5 AFSBs. You will go to any one of them. You have choice, or like you will be called to any one of the AFSB. And once you clear that AFSB, you will be having medicals, then merit, and then you will join Air Force Academy, Dundigal, Hyderabad. If anyhow you are not able to, somehow you are not able to clear Air Force Academy AFA cutoff, then if you have cleared IMA cutoff, then you will be called to SSB, Services Selection Board. There are again 4 SSBs for Army. Once again, if you clear all the stages, you will go to Indian Military Academy for your 1.5 years of training. Okay. And for OTA, you will go to OTA Chennai. Okay. And you will be having only 1 year of training, or even less than 1 year of training. Okay. So this is all about your examination. And after clearing, passing out through these particular like academies, you will be officers in respective forces. Like you will be a flying officer if you pass out from AFA, lieutenant IMA OTA, and sub lieutenant if you pass out from INA. So this is rough like introduction about these examinations and after these examinations. Okay. Now let us discuss about the process of written examination. Okay. Mostly we are focused here about written exam. Okay. So what is the syllabus, and like how you need to prepare for these examinations, and then whatever doubts you have, we will take those doubts also. Is that clear? So first of all, let us talk about the written examinations. Since we are going to discuss about mathematics, so this is not for OTA appearing people. Those who are appearing for OTA, they can skip, because mathematics is not asked to them. But if you are eligible for IMA, AFA, or INA, mathematics is must. You have to appear and clear mathematics cutoff and mathematics exam. Okay. So let us talk about mathematics, basically about CDS examination. Then we will talk about AFCAT examinations later. Okay. So mathematics for CDS. As I told you, there are 100 questions. We will separately discuss about syllabus later on, but let us discuss roughly about these 100 questions. And for these 100 questions, you will be getting 120 minutes, that is 2 hours to complete your paper. So maximum marks you will be getting is 100 marks, and minimum you have to score is 20 marks, because you have to clear at least the cutoff. But let me tell you, scoring almost 50, close to 50 or 50 plus is like easy task in 4 months. If you have prepared 4 months with good strategy and you have maintained consistency, then you can score 50 marks easily. Is that clear? Condition applied if your direction, your approach, and your efforts are in right direction. Okay, you are having good mentors, you are having good directions, you are not wasting your energy unnecessary in unnecessary things, then you will be able to score 50 plus marks in mathematics exam. So we can say mathematics is one of the most scoring subject, okay, for clearing these examinations. So let us talk about CDS. Okay, let us first also discuss about AFCAT examination. In AFCAT, you have the examination is of 300 marks, and you will be joining short service commission for Air Force. Okay, you have multiple branches like flying, administration, logistics, meteorological, and you have different eligibility for all. But you have to appear for same examination, which is of 300 marks. Total number of questions are 100 questions, where number of questions for mathematics are 20 questions. Okay, in AFCAT examination, the time allotted to you is 120 minutes again, but this 120 minute, if you have practiced well, is more than enough for you. That means for your mathematics only you can take out 1 hour of time out of these 120 minutes. 60 minutes alone for this mathematics topic. That means in 60 minutes you will be able to complete English, reasoning, and GS part. Yes or no? In these 60 minutes you can complete these three topics, these three subjects very comfortably. That means for mathematics of 20 questions you will be getting 60 minutes or 1 hour, and that means per question you will be getting 3 minutes, which is more than enough. Yes or no? That means for AFCAT you can score 100% marks in mathematics, but for CDS it is practically not that much possible. Okay, which is very rare. Till date no one has got 100% marks in CDS, but AFCAT many people do the same. Okay, even I have scored 100% marks in mathematics multiple times. Is that clear? So this is all about your examination. Now we will be separately discussing about the syllabus for both CDS and AFCAT examinations. Okay. So first of all, let us start with the CDS mathematics syllabus. Okay. So first of all, I have put here the arithmetic part. So this arithmetic part is something which includes profit loss, percentage. Okay. And then you have simple interest, compound interest. Okay, these type of static topics are there in your arithmetic part. Okay, which is also the syllabus of your AFCAT. Okay, so let us see first of all AFCAT syllabus. Here you can see AFCAT syllabus comprises of decimal fraction, which is simple mathematical tool, and time and work, average percentage, profit loss, ratio, proportion, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, simple and compound interest, time, distance, and races. These are all kind of similar type of questions will be asked. Area, parameter, probability, and clock. These are the two topics that are not there in CDS syllabus. Okay, number system is there in CDS. Mixture and allegation, like questions are asked in CDS also. That means apart from probability and clocks, rest everything is the part of your CDS arithmetic syllabus. That means if you complete CDS mathematics syllabus, you have eventually or virtually you have completed AFCAT syllabus except these two topics, which you can complete separately. Is that clear? And also they don't ask like very tough questions from these two topics. Probability up to 10th is more than enough. And clocks, they will ask very simple questions, like they will ask the angle between hour, minute, hand, and like all these questions. Okay, so questions are very simple. So till now we have like understood that AFCAT syllabus is nothing but the subset of CDS syllabus except two topics. Is this thing clear to everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now let us come to CDS mathematics syllabus. So we have understood the arithmetic part, which is nothing but the AFCAT syllabus also. Now number system, there is number system in AFCAT also. We have seen that number system is there in AFCAT also. Here you can see, but there is a little difference in CDS and AFCAT number system. Okay. What is the difference? Okay, there is a difference in number system in CDS and AFCAT. Okay, in AFCAT they will ask very basic, very easy question, but in CDS this number system is first of all is not that simple. They will ask very tricky question like remainder theorem is there. Remainder theorem is there only in CDS. They will hardly ask any question in AFCAT. They will ask very simple questions. And number system, sometimes they even ask 11 to 13 questions out of 100 only from this particular topic. That means from here we have understood that number system is one of the most important topic that we are going to come across in CDS mathematics examination. Yes or no? And also
Yes,
one
sir.
more
Yes, sir.
important thing. And one more important thing is that this number system is also the base of your mathematics. That means to understand further these topics of mathematics, you need to understand the basic of mathematics. Okay. To understand the basic of mathematics, that means numbers, what are prime numbers, what are like integers, okay, what are complex numbers, like they will not ask deep about complex number, but in complex number you have real number as a subset of complex number, then you have rational numbers, okay, natural numbers, whole numbers, okay, then you will know the applications of these numbers, okay, and then you will know the divisibility rule, then you have certain tricks also. Okay, so that is something we are going to cover in number system. And remainder theorem again is one of the very important topic and one of the favorite topic of CDS. You take out any CDS examination, you will always find at least one question from number system. At least one. They will definitely not number system from remainder theorem. At least one question or more than one question. Definitely from remainder theorem. This year also in CDS 1 2025, they have asked one question I remember from number system. Sorry, remainder theorem. From number system, they have asked around 10 questions this year. Okay, so number system is the second topic. Arithmetic we have understood. Now let us come to algebra. Okay, so algebra is something which requires practice a lot. Like there are definite set of formula you will be knowing. For example, one of the formula which is very much favorite of this one CDS is we all must be aware a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. Okay, now you will be telling what is the like identity of this particular formula. This is one of the most favorite of CDS. This year also they have asked multiple questions from this formula. And then you have a plus b, a minus b is equals to a square minus b square, and many more formulas are there. Okay, but the formulas are very limited, but the applications, okay, but the applications of these formulas are like n numbers. Okay, but once you analyze the previous year questions, you will find that there is a set of pattern. There is a particular pattern from where the CDS is asking or UPSC is asking questions from algebra. So again, I will consider it one of the most scoring, but also at the same time, it is one of the most time consuming also if you have stuck in any particular question. This is a topic where you will sometimes feel that you will be able to solve that particular question, but in between that calculation you get stuck, and that will consume sometimes even 3 to 4 minutes, and you will not realize it in the exam pressure. Okay, so I would suggest that practice a lot for algebra. For algebra, practice is like must. Like practice is the necessary for each and every topic, but for algebra exclusively it is very important because algebra concepts are very limited. Like it can be covered only in one class, okay, or mostly or maximum in 2 or 3 classes it can be covered whole concepts, but their applications and how to use these questions and analyzing previous year questions and practicing more and more is very important in case of algebra. Okay, so till now we have understood 3 topics. Now let us come to trigonometry. Again, if we talk about trigonometry, it is very basic. If you have completed your trigonometry in 10th class, up to 10th class, everyone have studied mathematics, and I can understand that the one who is not from mathematics background after 10th, he must have forgotten a lot of things. But again, this trigonometry is very basic and very scoring. They will ask n number of questions from trigonometry, good number of questions from trigonometry, and it will again be very helpful, and it will be again stress relieving for you in examination hall in that particular stress moment, because from trigonometry questions will be very simple. For example, let me give you like simple questions which is not exactly the same they asked this year, but kind of similar to the question I'm giving here. They asked one question something like that: sine 60 degree, cos 30 degree, plus like tan 45 degree. Like figures may be different into cot 45 degree. Okay. So what will be the answer? Anyone? If you have completed trigonometry, it will take hardly 10 seconds. Hardly 10 seconds to solve this question. Everybody knows sin 60 degree is nothing but what? Root 3 upon 2. Cos 30 degree is again root 3 upon 2. Tan 45, cot 45. Both are 1. 1 into 1, 1. So it will be 3 by 4 plus 1, that is 7 by 4. Okay, so it is not going to take more than 10 seconds. And most of the questions from trigonometry are from these, are of these level only. Sometimes they will ask application based questions. For that you need good practice. Okay, sometimes they will ask good questions from trigonometry also, but those questions are like very easy to solve if you have practiced well. Is that clear? So trigonometry is again one of the most scoring topic you can say, and also it is one of the easiest topic that you are going to come across in that particular examination. And in trigonometry, again there is a subtopic of trigonometry, and subtopic is application of trigonometry or height and distance, whatever you call it. Both are same, whether it is height and distance or application of trigonometry. Okay, then they will ask like there is a tree of, let's say, h height, and upper critical point is 30 degree. Now what is the relation between h and x, and find the value of x in terms of h. So here simply you will apply tan 30 degree is equals to perpendicular upon base, and x is equals to directly h upon tan 30, which is h root 3 or root 3h. So again these type of questions will take very like less time for you. Okay, there will be some questions that will take more time, so you can skip those questions and come back later after completing your complete paper. Okay, but most of the questions you will find in trigonometry are close to like easier side. Okay, this year only they have asked a lot of questions from trigonometry, but those were like mostly they were very easy to solve. And if you analyze the previous year questions, you will also find a pattern. So you have to practice a fixed type of questions. And mostly they don't change the pattern in mathematics as such. They have started changing pattern in English. This year English was one of the hardest of all time. CDS 1 2025 English was one of the hardest of all time English. They have like average score of English was 45 to 50, where average score in English is more than 60. So they changed the pattern in English, and GS is always unpredictable. But in mathematics, there is a surety of 50 plus marks if you have practiced well. So this is not only the must subject you have to do to clear your CDS IMA examination, but also it is important for you to complete mathematics because it is very scoring also. Okay, so we have understood about trigonometry. Okay, now let us come to geometry part. I have only mentioned geometry, but it is very vast. Okay, it contains a lot of topics like lines and angles, circles. Okay, but in NDA examination, lines and circles, these are also these two topics are also part of like your NDA examination. But these lines and angle in NDA and in CDS is entirely different. They will ask equation of line, equation of circle in NDA questions, but they will ask application based of questions in CDS. For example, like these are two parallel lines. This is, let's say, 60 degree. So we know that this is this angle will be, this theta will be again 60 degree. Transverse makes same angle in the same side. Okay. So these kind of questions from lines and angles, circles, again they will ask application based questions. But for me and for most of the aspirants, one of the toughest topic that is there in geometry is triangle. Triangle not toughest, but they will ask very tricky and very good quality of questions. Even this in this examination, CDS 1 2025, they have asked multiple questions from triangles. But again, if you analyze the PYQs, you will find there are set pattern, there are set number of definite number of questions or definite pattern of questions they will ask from triangle in geometry. For example, one of the most favorite topic of UPSC from triangle is they will give you this right angle triangle and they will make this line which is perpendicular to hypotenuse, and then they will ask you property of this particular, let's say this is P, this is A, this is B. So most of the questions, or definitely 1 or 2 questions you will find from this particular topic. Just completing a topic, 1 or 2 marks are sure. So this is called smart study, because in serious examination most of the people are either in college or they are pursuing job or they are also applying for other competitive examinations. So it becomes very important for you all to have a smart approach towards this examination, because you are not here to have PhD over this particular topic. You are here to clear that particular exam with good marks and to become officer in armed forces. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So that is why analyzing previous year questions and analyzing the pattern they have in previous year questions becomes very important. Yes or no?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is about geometry, and again, if we move ahead of different topic, that is mensuration. Okay, so mensuration is one of the one of the easiest topic, I would say, and also it is one of the favorite topic of serious aspirants, because more or less you will be able to, most of the time you will be able to do that topic to complete these questions. You will be able to do these questions, but point is time consuming is there. Like time consumption will be more sometimes. Okay. Now question is, how can you reduce that time consumption? For example, let me give you an example. For example, there is a square. Okay, square of side A. Now there is a let's say a circle. 1/4 of the circle is there. Okay, this is a complete circle, but 1/4 or quadrant of a circle is there inside that square. Now they ask you, like, find the area. You can easily find, let's say, find the area of this shaded region. You can find the area of this square and you can subtract the area of this quarter of this circle, and you will find the area of shaded portion. But again, if they make the uh, another quadrant, let's say they make one more quadrant, and now they find the area of this particular leaf. Now what will you do? Again, you will find the area of this, you will subtract this. Okay, but you have to subtract this also, then you have to add this. So it becomes very lengthy, but there is a practice that will make you remember the result that you are getting almost every time after solving this particular question. So you have to most of the time remember or memorize the results of certain topic or results of certain like question solving, because like knowing formula is must. Like everybody knows formula, but how can you reduce time? To reduce time, you have to have the results on your fingertips. And how this comes to you? For that, you have to have a lot of practice. After analyzing PYQs. That becomes very important. So mensuration, again, very important topic, but requires a lot of practice and it is time consuming. So you have to have practice for that after analyzing the previous year questions. Now, so this is roughly the syllabus of this serious examination, and again few topics are there, like statistics is there, and you all will be surprised to know that 11 questions were alone from statistics this year, and all questions I have also appeared for that examination and I have cleared it 5th time. Okay, so I have like solved all 11 questions correctly because questions were very low level, very easy questions. For example, let me give you a glimpse of a question that they asked. Okay, let me take you to any blank slide. Okay, now for example, just to have a look or just to have a brief idea of how they ask questions, let's say it is a circle, like it's a let's say distribution of, let's say, houses, something related to this distribution of houses. So let's say I have made this, let's say it is 60 degree and it is the area of let's say houseless or homeless people. Okay, homeless people. And let's say this is the area of let's say again it is let's say 60 degree. Okay, let's say it is 60 degree, and it is the area of kacha house people. Okay, 60 degree, it is area of kacha house people. And let's say this is 30 degree, it is the area of pakka house people. Okay, now and this is, let's say, people, this is homeless, and let's say this is people living in jungles, just for example. Okay, so this is 60 degree, 70 degree. So rest, this angle will be those who are staying in jungle. Okay, now if I say total number of people are, let's say, 1000, total number of people are 1000. So can you tell me the number of homeless people? For that, see, this complete angle is 360 degree. Okay, and homeless people are covering 60 degree. So what is the ratio of homeless people to total number of people is 60 degree upon 360 degree. That means 1/6 of the people are homeless. So what is the 1/6 of 1000? 1000 upon 6, 500 upon 3. So these kind of questions they were asking in CDS 1 2025, which is again one of the very basic question anyone can solve. So this was just to give a brief idea that why you should not leave any topic, because sometimes you never know that they may ask very basic question from certain topics. Is that clear, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so we have already discussed about AFCAT syllabus. Now let us discuss about book list and study material you should have to prepare for this examination. And again, as I have told you that AFCAT is nothing but it already gets covered in serious examination. Just you need to appear for mock test separately for AFCAT, just to see the level of question or difficulty you are facing separately in AFCAT, and also in AFCAT you get sufficient time to solve questions. So basically, I will be telling you study material for CDS examination. For CDS, first of all, first and most important thing is you should have a PYQ book, chapter wise. You will get Disha Publications book, okay, which is a very good book. So you can refer that book for previous year questions. Even if you have not started preparing, okay, age criteria. Age criteria for this examination for IMA and AFA, it is for 24 years. And for OTA, again 25 years. You will get 1 more year or 2 more attempts for OTA. Okay, now for previous year question book, you can refer Disha publication. And even if you have not started preparing yet for your examination, still you can go through these previous year questions so that you can have a brief idea that where and how much topic you need to touch upon for this examination and what is the level exactly for this examination. Is that clear? So first of all, this book, and again one CDS mathematics book of Arihant publication. Why I'm telling you about, I'm referring you to this particular book because we will get little bit theory also. But for theory, most important thing is you take guidance. If you have confidence that you will be able to clear by self-study, then it is well and good. You can refer to this book. Otherwise, taking guidance for this examination will not only help you to clear this exam, but also with good marks. Okay. So like coaching materials or coaching notes that we are providing here also, it is very good for your theory part. And for question part, you have previous year question book, and Arihant book, that book also you will get a few practice questions, and mock test is one of the best source you can have for questions. So this is enough. This is more than enough for this particular examination. Just confine to limited resource and revise it multiple times. Yes or no? Covering a syllabus multiple times is must. It is most important. Rather, referring to 3-4 books will not help you. Completing multiple times to limited resource, just 1 or 2 book will help you a lot. Okay. Now let us discuss about preparation strategy. What strategy we need to follow to prepare for this examination. Okay. So first of all, I will again divide in 2 parts. those who are working, or those who are in college and don't get enough time to prepare for self study. Okay, and those who are just preparing, they have complete time to prepare. Those who are working, for them, taking guidance becomes very important, because they have to put more effort, more energy, more time to find their resources and find resources and completing their concepts. Okay, making their concepts good. So they need more time and more resources. Okay, but they don't have enough time to prepare for it. So for them, taking guidance will help them out to prepare for this exam effectively. Okay. So first of all, it is about completing the syllabus. So taking guidance for those who are working, and those who are only preparing, they can also take guidance. But since they have more time, they can also refer for self-study. Is that clear? So this is the first and foremost thing for any preparation. Now, one of the most important thing is that even if you have not started preparing for this examination, before starting preparation for both those who are working and those who are preparing, go through previous year questions. I guarantee you, even if you are not from mathematics background, or even if you have left study your academics far before, then also you can solve few questions. At least there will be 10 questions that you will be able to solve, or at least understand. So go through previous year questions once. Why it is very important? Because once you have seen the previous year question, you will get an idea that how much and where you should go to prepare for any particular topic. What is the level of that topic? For example, let me give you a topic of quadratic equation. Quadratic equation is a topic of it is there in CDS syllabus. Okay, now quadratic equation is endless. If you see NDA syllabus, in NDA syllabus also quadratic equation is there. But do you need that much of quadratic equation for this exam? No. So how will you get to know that how much you need to know about this topic? For that, previous year questions are must. From previous year question, from analyzing previous year question, you will get to know that up to what level you need to prepare. So for preparation strategy, take particular good guidance, make your resources very confined and fixed. Make your book list that these are the resources I will follow, and stick to these resources only. Don't bother and don't wander here and there. Just stick to a particular syllabus, particular resources you have, and go through it multiple times. And second part is go through previous year questions even before starting your preparation. Okay. For previous year question, at least 15 years of questions are must. At least you have to solve 15 to 16 years of questions. And for that, I have already told you that Disha publication book is there. Okay, Disha publication 15. Now you will get, I think, 16 or 17 years of previous year questions. So you can refer to that and solve previous year questions from now to previous. Like now to, like, for example, recent exam is 2025. So go through questions of 2025, CDS 1 2025, then CDS 2 2024, then CDS 1 2024, then CDS 2 2023. From 2024 to backwards. This is the way of solving previous year question. Is that clear? So this way you will also know the pattern they are changing year to year. And mostly you will find the pattern in mathematics is not that much different. The variation is not different in this particular subject. So you can be assured of the level of questions they have been asking, they will be asking in future also. Is that clear? So this is the foremost strategy you should follow to prepare for this examination. Now again, now you have taken proper guidance, you are taking good guidance, you have started, you have decided your study material, and also you have seen the previous year question and the level of questions they ask. Now what next? How you should go through each and every topic, how you should complete each topic, and how you should master each topic so that you can also be able to solve an exam pressure. For example, I'm starting with a topic, let's say any topic is there, let's say trigonometry. I'm starting trigonometry. Okay. Trigonometry is there. First of all, there is no substitute of concept building. If your concepts are not strong, then there is no way out of it. You cannot solve questions if your concepts are not clear, because I can make thousands, hundreds, lakhs of questions from a single concept. So knowing a concept is must. From one concept, there are 1,000 questions. So you cannot remember 1,000 questions, but you can know a single concept. Is that clear? So first of all, you need to master concept. You have to understand concept. Whether you are doing self-study or you are taking guidance from somewhere, you are studying from YouTube, and you are like from any source you are following, you have to first of all understand the concept. You have to understand what is trigonometry and up to what level the CDS is asking in trigonometry, how much you need to know, what is this trigonometric ratios. Okay, sometimes they also ask application based questions. So how to apply application based questions? For example, aeroplane questions is one of the favorite question of CDS. That aeroplane is there about above height h, and let's say after 30 minutes, like let's say elevation angle is let's say 30 degree, and after particular time period, after let's say t time, the angle of elevation becomes 60 degree. Now tell me the speed of this aeroplane. It is one of the very basic question and very easy to solve also. But if you don't know the concept of trigonometry, you will not be able to solve this question. So knowing the concept has no substitute. First of all, you need to know the concept. Once you understand the concept, that like the thing is not over it. You have to understand the concept, then you have to practice also. So how to practice? Again, first of all, as I told you, there are multiple books, but Arihant publication, CDS mathematics. You search CDS mathematics, Arihant publication, you will find a lot of practice questions. And why I'm like referring you this particular book, because you will find some basic questions also, some basic questions to solve. Okay, and once you master the basic question, you know the concept, you remember all formulas, all kind of stuff you need to know, then again refer to previous year questions. Now you will find a lot of difference. Earlier you understood about previous year question, you knew the value the level they were asking in previous year questions. Now after knowing the concept, practicing basic questions and some good level of questions, then again when you refer to previous year questions, you will be able to solve most of the questions. When there is no time limit, obviously you will be able to solve. And also remember one thing, that you should not go behind speed initially, go behind accuracy. Yes or no? Speed will come with practice, but initially go behind accuracy. Your question should be correct. Doesn't matter if you are taking 10 minutes to solve a particular question. At least you should be able to solve that question and know the question, solve in a different manner, spend more time with a particular question. Doesn't matter if it is taking more time. Initially, don't go behind speed. Okay. Solve questions, understand the concept. Again, come back. If you are not able to solve question, come back to concept, solve basic questions, then again go to previous year questions. Okay. So in this way, you will be able to master a particular thing. Now I have completed trigonometry, I have completed concept, basic questions I have solved, previous year questions, all previous year question related to trigonometry I have solved. Not now what next I need to do about trigonometry? Should I leave trigonometry and move just to another topic? Yes, we will move to other topic, but at least 2 or 3 times in a week you have to come back to trigonometry and revise the whole syllabus, whole topic, whole concept of trigonometry. Now, what is the best way of revising any particular topic of mathematics? Is not going through theory. It is through solving questions. Now, again, come back to trigonometry, solve 5, 6 questions. If you are able to solve comfortably, then yes, your concepts you are still able to recall. If you are not able to solve, then again come back to concept, revise the concept, practice some basic questions, again solve some previous year questions, make proper notes of a particular question. For example, let's say you have solved any particular question, and let's say take an example. Let's say I give you example of, let's say, quadratic equation. Okay, so let's say equation is there, x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. Okay, so there must be roots of this equation. Can anyone tell me what are the roots of this equation? 2 and 3, yes or no? 2 and 3 are the roots of this equation. Okay, now what if I ask you Or let's say this is very basic question. Let's say I give you another example: x square plus px plus q is equals to 0. Okay, it has root alpha and beta. It has root alpha and beta. Now find the equation whose roots are alpha plus 1 and beta plus 1. Okay. Now this question can be solved in a very standard way also. And once you have like mastered the standard way, you can solve question in very less time also. Like there is a concept that if you need to find the equation of any particular like from roots, then there is a concept x square minus sum of root into x plus product of root is equals to 0. Now sum of root will be alpha plus 1 plus beta plus 1, so it will be alpha plus beta plus 2. And alpha plus beta, how will you know the value of alpha plus beta? It is alpha plus beta from this equation, that is minus p. So just put minus p, so it will be 2 minus p. So x square minus 2 minus p into x plus product of root. So what is the product of root? Alpha plus beta into alpha minus this one, beta plus 1, alpha plus 1 into beta plus 1. So it will be alpha plus alpha plus beta plus 1. So alpha plus beta is nothing but minus p. Alpha beta will be q from this equation. Okay, so it will be q minus p plus 1. So it will be q minus p plus 1 is equals to 0. So x square plus p minus 2 x plus q minus p plus 1 is equals to 0 is your answer. And it is one of the good questions. Okay. These are the type of questions they ask in CDS. Now what happens? You must have seen here that here I took very less time to solve. Here also I found alpha plus beta very quickly. How does these things come? After multiple revisions, after going through same concept and different kind of questions or same questions in different ways multiple times, then you develop speed. So speed is something that comes naturally. It is not that you gain speed in single or any particular day. Okay, you need long practice. Okay, you need particular duration to develop like good speed. Speed is must, no doubt, but in one day you cannot develop speed. Like initially, you may take 2 or 3 minutes also to solve this question, but eventually, when you have you will become used to of these topics, then you will take hardly few seconds to solve any question. Or if question is of good level, then 1 or 2 minutes hardly. Yes or no? So what is the strategy? First of all, your concept. For that, you can take proper guidance. Then go through previous year question, know your level and question level. Then once you have known the level of that examination and what is your current level, then go to day 1 of your preparation. That is, start a topic, complete the concept, then solve basic questions, then solve previous year questions, then keep on revising the topic, keep on solving the questions. Once you are done with at least 70% of your syllabus is the time you need to appear for mock test also. So for mock test, you don't need to complete the 100% syllabus. You can start appearing for mock test even if you have completed the 70% of your syllabus. Appear for mock. There is no substitute of mock test. Mock test is something that will make you comfortable, that will make you feel comfortable in exam hall. If you have never appeared for mock test, you are directly going for this one examination hall, then you will feel a lot of stress and maybe you are not able to perform up to your current level also. Okay. In this academy, we are not only covering mathematics, we have faculty and very experienced faculty for all subjects. Okay. Here. Now, coming back to this mock test, it is very important, but it comes after completing at least 70% of your syllabus. I hope this particular thing is clear to everyone. So this has to be your strategy for this examination. Clear? Now, is there any doubt to any one of you? You can ask freely. Okay. Any doubt related to mathematics, especially? Anyone having any doubt? You can turn on your mic and ask. Anyone? Till now, whatever we have discussed is clear to everyone. So let us go through again what we have discussed till now. Okay. So first of all, this examination, we all know that CDS examination is comprised of 100 question in mathematics, one question, 1 marks, negative one, -1/3, and in FCAT you have 300 marks of 100 questions, and mathematics of only 20 questions, where you can score 100% easily in FCAT examination if you have practiced well. Then again we have discussed about the syllabus. In syllabus we have arithmetic part, that is not only for CDS but also for FCAT. Once you complete arithmetic, you are done with the syllabus of both FCAT and CDS except two topics. Those are probability and clock. Then you have number system, very scoring and very interesting topic. Then you have algebra, needs a lot of practice. Okay. Then you have trigonometry, one of the easiest topic and one of the least time consuming. Then you have geometry. Geometry is again very scoring, or you can say very interesting topic, and you will feel a lot of fun in solving these questions. Mensuration is there again. If you are not practiced well, then it may take a lot of time. Okay, so it is very much suggested to have a lot of practice for mensuration. Then FCAT syllabus is there, which is almost similar to CDS. This one arithmetic part, except probability and clocks. Okay, then again we have discussed about book list and study material. You need to confine to very restricted study material, maximum 1 or 2, and come back to these resources again and again. Go through these multiple times. That is going to help. And the previous year questions are very must. Previous year question, there is no substitute for PYQs. Okay, now preparation strategy for working and for preparing. Those who have full time for preparation, those who don't have full time for preparation, those who are working, it is very much suggested to take a proper guidance so that they are not wasting their energy unnecessary in finding resources, or they are learning something that is not relevant for this examination. Because again you have to remember one thing, that this exam is not to make you expert in a particular subject, but understand the crux behind this particular examination. Okay, understand the requirement of this examination and perform accordingly. Okay, so this is your preparation strategy. You should take guidance if you are working. Then concept, first of all you need to focus more on concepts and previous year questions. If you go through previous year question, even in the starting of your preparation, you will get to know about your level and the level of the examination. Then go through the concept, complete topic to topic, solve basic questions. I have told you that this one Arihant publication book is there for serious mathematics. You can solve basic questions from there. Okay, and from after this you can solve previous year question. Disha publication book is there, chapter wise. At least 16 to 17 years of previous year questions are must. You have to solve all questions thoroughly. At least 16 to 17 years questions, you need to know each and every concept used. If you know this, I guarantee you can score more than 50 or even more than 60 marks if you have done very good in this like concept building things. And again I have discussed about speed. Speed is nothing that speed is something that you should not follow from the day one. It will come naturally to you. Okay, so speed will come naturally, and you should first focus on your concept, first focus on your understanding part. Okay, speed will come naturally, because particular question you are solving in day one, it is taking 5 minutes, and if you are like going through this proper strategy, on the D day you may be able to solve in less than 1 minute also. Okay, now again if you have any doubt you may ask. This was it for your CDS and FCAT, especially for mathematics part. Is there anyone who is having any kind of doubt regarding these examination for mathematics? Clear? Okay, even if you have any doubt, you can ask in our social media platforms, and you can this particular video will be there in YouTube also. You can ask in comment section also, and in Instagram you can ask anywhere you want. Okay, so Jai Hind everyone.
Jai Hind, sir.
Okay, all the best.